What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. My name is CAS or Chinne Swift, but you already knew that. Before we get down into this 2K26 speculation or tease video about CM Punk being on the cover or in showcasing the WWE 2K game. 2K games, so make sure to go hit that like button. Make sure to go hit that little bell, hit it hard because you know you need to pin it. And make sure to go subscribe to my channel if you are, looking for something new or looking for some game information and yet good stuff. Now, I want to get down to the CM Punk stuff. So yesterday we have got a little tease by Logan Paul, and well, it was a couple of weeks ago that we got a little tease from Logan Paul when he was doing his 2K overall rating. That bro that said, "Hey, I think my rating should be 100." Heck no. Anyway, but behind Logan Paul, you could see the WWE logo that everybody is saying that is scratched, which is the Attitude Era, or the Ruthless Era, whatever era that is from, because I didn't really start getting into wrestling and watching it until like 2019. So excuse me, I didn't really know, but I knew WWE at that time, but I didn't know like this was this. The only person I knew back then was John Cena. So let's talk about Showcase. Showcase is a mode that is featured for everybody. It's like a story. So with CM Punk being having that whole entire arc of his story played out like that, I think it'd be cool to include him into that story mode for this year's cover game story. I think what they did with the showcase for WrestleMania 40 was absolutely top notch. And the way they did the Cody Rhodes story, or they're going into starting the bloodline story of that showcase. You see Cody, you see all these different elements that they never done, that they should have done, and through the whole story, but it didn't go that way with the what if matches when they put that up in there. It was just kind of thrown into that, and with Punk being the headline of that and him showcasing his own story like that, I hope that they can take the beginning of that WrestleMania 40 and they can really push that through the whole story and make everybody feel so invested into like some of his matches with John Cena and CM Punk and Jeff Hardy and Vince. And I know I would like to see how they're gonna do, like, if they're not gonna do Sling Tech anymore, which has been confirmed since like what, the last year game 25. But I would like to see everything that has gone that, like, that would be so cool if you could see just like the way things played out in game from the history that it went down with Drew and Punk, and then him being at Mania and getting that win in the final, like in the main event like that. I think, like, if they but here's the thing, if they do go like an attitude route where you do see Punk start from the attitude and face John Cena and all of this and stuff, John Cena and all the way up to Drew, that'll be good. But I wish a little bit more, like when you get to Drew, like you can push that open, because he had that match on Raw on Netflix that had a debut match against not debut on Raw first, was when Seth burned, no pun intended, but they actually tore the house down with that match, and I think that match would go down in history in the story, and that would be so cool to see without the Sling Tech available, because Sling Tech was so horrible in the previous games, and nobody could make any content on that was trash. I mean, I enjoyed it because I didn't record anything. I enjoy wrestling because I enjoy wrestling. They make things so entertaining and so invested. Whether it's script or unscript, I still enjoy it. I love it or hate it. People are gonna have their opinions, but with CM Punk, I just think that they can push the door for that, WrestleMania 40 door to the way they set that up. Now, I know that beginning match was the Cody Rhodes match, but that whole thing was a bloodline match, and that was technically, yeah, it was the beginning of the bloodline, and the whole showcase was about like the bloodline and that whole cover because Roman Reigns was on the cover of 25. But um I think they can definitely make improvements there. They can definitely throw the Drew and Punk feud up in there, and they can hopefully they can give us like the strap match and the yeah, the strap match. The way that happened, that was cool in a way that we never saw. And I think that was like a Bash in Berlin thing, or if I'm not getting that wrong, if I'm getting that wrong, please correct me if I'm not. But I think they can definitely push that, and they can put more into this game, more effort into the game, because these developers these days, they put so much hard work into this game, and I don't think 2K26 should get trashed or bashed. I mean, should it get probably set on fire? No, but should it like have some good like expectations of things to come? Yeah, I think so. I think the way they have set everything up in 25, and I know 25 was like an upgrade from 24, a little upgrade from 24, but 24 can 25, 26. Oh my gosh, there's so many numbers. 26 can really make a difference between 24 and 25, and I hopefully 26 can be that wrestling game that everybody is really trying to look for. Not You're not gonna get everything in a match, or everything on paper, or every mode that you want to have in the game, but it is what it is in the end, because they have so many months and so many dates to beginning to test these games and modes out. And maybe like they do try everything and throw everything to the wall or to the fan and see if it sticks or not, but like it probably, most of the time in game development, it probably will not stick. But if you're good at your job and you're sitting there just like, maybe I can expand this, or maybe I can get out of my comfort zone or something, maybe we'll see a difference in the game. But I don't want to set my expectations way too high, because you set your expectations way too high sometimes on these games, you just fall, you just be disappointed. And yes, they can get us hyped up with the whole little teasing leading into 2K26, and I think that'd be great. But I think this year they haven't made nothing official. We just been speculating off of like leaks and photos and stuff, and actually stars who've been sharing things like Logan Paul and Xavier and Io Sky and everything. But we don't even know like what's really going on in the background. I guess this is the beginning. You see my arena, I made this Beastars kind of theme off of an anime show or for Netflix show. I like Beastars. But other than that, y'all want more WWE 2K26 news, make sure to go hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. Make sure to comment down, hey, I want more of this. And I will see y'all later. Peace.